Are picking up the pieces after Hurricane Milton. This video that you're seeing is from Punta Gorda, which is about a half-hour north of Fort Myers. Milton hit that area Wednesday night as a Category 3 storm. You can see boats have been washed ashore. Damaged boats are sitting on the pier, some on a tennis court, some are between buildings. The death toll is rising. ABC News reports at least 15 people are confirmed dead across multiple counties in Florida after the storm slammed into the west coast of that state. It comes as we're hearing more stories of survival. I want you to see this. This man was found floating 30 miles off the Gulf Coast, clinging to a cooler just to keep his head above water. The Coast Guard, as you see there, rescued him after he tried to ride out that storm on a fishing boat in 90-mile-per-hour winds and 25-foot seas. Crews around the state are going door to door in high water vehicles. So far, they've managed to rescue more than 725 people, and that includes 500 people from a flooded apartment complex in Clearwater. Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis says the state is anticipating the number of people who have been killed in the storm to climb as these recovery efforts continue. Here in Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear is thanking the Kentucky first responders who are stationed in Florida and North Carolina right now. The Anchorage Middletown fire crews are working active rescues in Newport Richey, Florida. The EMS crew posted these photos to Facebook saying due to tide changes, that whole area is expected to flood. In addition to crews like this, Governor Beshear said we have 4 guardsmen helping with communication support.
What you see after these disasters is you bring in resources for a limited period of time and then replace them. And of course, as you progress, the mission changes. One from search and rescue, which are the first couple days, which require a certain type of skilled training. And then it's to meeting people's basic needs of housing and food.
Jefferson County Special Operations also has crews in and around Tampa. Along with water rescues, crews are also working to restore electricity to more than 2.5 million people in Florida who currently do not have power. All right, here at home, testimony resumes in the trial of Michael Hurley today. He is a Southern Indiana man accused of driving into the Jones family on a downtown Louisville sidewalk in 2022. Yesterday, Ava Jones, who was a standout collegiate basketball player, talked about how that day changed her life. WHAS11's Jose Alonso and photojournalist Jessica Farley report.
What happened on July 5th of 2022 at 2nd and Mark?
Yes, now. It's in my car.
At times, wiping away tears, Ava Jones testified Thursday in the trial of Michael Hurley. He's accused of hitting Ava, her brother, and parents with his car as they stood on the sidewalk at 2nd and Market Streets. Ava's father, Trey, was killed.
Writing. Being able to write. Handwriting. How does that go?
Slow.
And when you say slow, what do you mean?
Takes me about 17 seconds to write my name.
This is Ava, 2 years ago at age 17 as a Division I commit. Now at age 19, she spoke about the injuries that ended her basketball career and the surgeries that impacted her coordination.
Can't shoot basketball with it, so, not good.
What other things are affected on your right side? You talked about your hands.
Carrying, I work at a country club and I can't carry drinks because I am shaky on the right side of my body and my hand.
Hurley showed no emotion while Ava was on the stand or when jurors were shown surveillance footage of the crash for the first time. Prosecutors say you can see Hurley's car speeding towards the Jones family. Hurley's defense questioned officials if anything other than drugs could have caused his demeanor after the crash.
Has adrenaline also caused people to be thirsty?
Yes, ma'am.
The defense declined to question Ava when she was on the stand, but emotions were high as prosecutors asked about her physical state now.
And did you do everything they told you to try?
Yeah.
And did you do it? And try?
I tried. I tried to.
Testimony is expected to continue on Friday. In Louisville, Jose Alonso, WHAS11 on your side.
Ava's mother, Amy, is expected to take the stand when the trial resumes today at 1 o'clock. Jose Alonso will be in the courtroom when that happens. You can look for updates both on air and online at WHAS11.com.
Historically, the Office of the Kentucky Attorney General has not had an active role in law enforcement here in Jefferson County. That ends now.
The city is bringing in some reinforcements to handle the ongoing violent crime. Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman and the city of Louisville just announced a new partnership. The Attorney General will now send 2 prosecutors and a detective from his office to take on violent criminal cases in the metro. That group will mostly focus on non-fatal shootings and convicted felons in possession of firearms. According to the Louisville Metro Gun Violence Dashboard, the city experienced more than 400 non-fatal shootings last year. This year, there have been nearly 300. Prosecutors hope with the addition of this new team, it can make a real difference in continuing to see violent crime numbers fall in the city.
I am a mama. I was raised here. I raised a daughter here, and I want something better for our children and for those to come. And we are symbiotic, whether we like it or not, and we get along very well, but we don't agree on everything. But we can't do this without his office.
The Attorney General did say he'll be limiting the number of cases his office takes on in order to get better outcomes. Another JCPS high school is tightening its safety rules for Friday night football games. We're talking about Valley Station. The school just announced that it will be adding new measures similar to those announced by Fern Creek. Both schools say they'll be using metal detector wands on all visitors before entering the game. Fans cannot wear masks or bring backpacks or bags to the game. Everyone under the age of 18 must have a student ID for the 2 schools playing or be accompanied by a legal guardian. And you'll not be allowed to leave and re-enter. These new guidelines come after 2 teenage boys were shot right outside the PRP football game more than 2 weeks ago. One of them, who was 17 years old, died from his injuries earlier this week.